Here's one fifth wheel floor plan you should never pull with a single rear wheel truck. In this video, I'm going to show you a RV. I'm going to give you a quick walk around of it. And then I'm going to show you the numbers on why I believe that this is probably one of the worst RVs to pull behind the single rear wheel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and check it out. So here's the RV, 382FL, which is front living. And let's see what it has. Man, this is nice. As far as the layout goes, this is probably my favorite. I think that when you have front living, if you live in areas like Utah, this is always nice when you have windows everywhere, or rear living obviously is nice too. But I almost wonder, has anyone ever traveled in this area? Because I'm willing to bet you some people have probably tried it before, at least. Although it depends on the climate, because if it's really hot outside, it would get really hot in here. But this is definitely wide body. Televators right there. Love that they did that too. They didn't have to add a televator here, but they did. And it really does open up this area too. Fireplace, sound bar through JBL. Okay, storage there. And you guys can pretty much see that if you want to put this out into a bed, it looks like both sides do the same thing. Or if you want to recline and watch TV, more storage, top and bottom. There's a little bit of carpet in here. You don't normally see carpet anymore. And this has whisper quiet. I hope there's 2 AC units on this rig though. Oh, I'm sorry, not 2. I hope there's 3 AC units. We have that windshield. Some people don't care for the windshield because back in the day, I remember people were complaining they were leaking, and I'm sure that they've probably fixed that, but I'm sure you have a blind there as well. And just stepping on down into the kitchen. Oh, wow. Don't know if they're still doing this pricing, but yeah, $107,995. Great setup here. They have more seating too if you need it. But yeah, this kitchen is nice. There's nothing wrong with living in an RV today. There really isn't. You have the right amount of storage. You have the right amount of area to entertain people. Lighting's always nice. The colors feel great. It doesn't feel like an RV anymore. All right, let me just back up so you guys can see this. Great storage there. Soft close? Nope, no soft close. And then a little bit of storage below. And then right there is your breaker box, okay? Large sink, no divider, like the fixtures in black. 4-burner cooktop. Huge oven, huge. This is General Electric, and your refrigerator is also General Electric. And your microwave too, actually. That's convection as well. But look how big this is. And it feels cold in there too. And I doubt this has been on for a while, but yeah, this is a really nice setup. They do provide a bathroom here. Now, some people always wonder why they put these bathrooms in the kitchen area. Typically, it's because if you're traveling and this slide is in, well, you can't really get to this area, I would say, right? Let me just make sure I'm saying it right, because I have not come in here. Yeah, so you have to climb over the bed. And the other reason is because if you are entertaining people, well, they don't have to go to your bedroom to use the bathroom. They can just use the bathroom out here, right? Especially if you have things you don't want them to see. But yeah, here's your control panel. More stairs to go up this way. And they give you a little bit of storage below those stairs too for your shoes. This is your coat closet here. And oh, that's nice. That is nice. You know, they really thought that through, because sometimes people don't use that for storage. They just want to hang your big coats, and they thought that through really well. Place right here to take your shoes off. No carpet in this area, but there is a little bit of carpet on the slides, which I'm okay with. If you live in a colder climate, that might be a good idea to seek carpet by those slides, so if you get a draft on the outside. Now, this bathroom is not that big, and if you care to see under here, a little bit of storage, and there's your extra chairs for entertaining. And you guys can see on that side, USBs, Great lighting from the windows, and you see they have that one right there. They don't have to do that, but I like that they did because it just brings more natural light. And look at the sinks. Wow, this is pretty big. Something else, I'm not a fan of these anymore. There's other options. Jayco, do better. You have your air vent there, place to sit down. Wow, really nice. Let's go ahead and check out the numbers and let's see what truck we're gonna pick for this. So here are the numbers. You guys can see the gross vehicle weight rating is 17.6. 8,000 pound axles too, and 2,063 pounds of payload, basically, or cargo carrying capacity. So this trailer is basically 15,000, a little over 15,000 pounds dry. So before you even add anything in here, you're over 15,000. So dually territory for sure. But Uniroyal tires, it says here since 1892, and these have 4,805 pounds of capacity, 125 psi code, 16 ply, great wheel design, 8 lug. So here's the truck we're going to use for the example. This is a F450 2024 model year, and these trucks are pretty much max tow. Let's go ahead and check out the wind sticker really quickly. So at the very top, it shows the colors and standard equipment, and here is everything else. 430 is going to come standard on this truck, and then here's the base with the destination charge, and then total price. So this is why you buy an F450. Commercial tires, 3-peak rated. So these are the off-road ones, 19.5-inch wheels. And then here's that capacity right there. G-rated, almost 4,000 pounds for single, 3,750 for dual, and 110 PSI. And here's a look at that suspension. So pretty built up there. And then here's that rear end. Most likely 16 bolt, and it has the cooling on that diff as well. Here's a quick look at the interior. Vinyl seats, and then here are the numbers. So what's important for towing is that rear gross axle rating there, 9,900 pounds, 14,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating. So the truck's gonna have 5,180 pounds of payload. And this does already have fifth wheel prep package too. Look at the option list for this North Point fifth wheel. This is insane. $21,000 worth of solar. You can also get that third AC unit, which is a must-have, especially if you plan on living it full-time in Florida. They also have an option for a generator too. So if you go off the beaten path for a long time, this is the rig. Now I think they should probably give you an option for a higher gross vehicle weight rating if you can add all these options. So something else to consider, propane is 120 pounds, so 60-pound tanks. I don't know how heavy those would be, and yeah, I would say at least another 100 pounds. I would say probably per tank once they're filled up. Something else to consider too, and I didn't show this in the video, I need to start showing you where these tanks are too. That way if you do travel with water, you'll have an idea if that will affect your pin weight too. So with this trailer, they say dry hitch weight is just under 3,000 pounds. If you take that number divided here, that's 19%. I'm going to use 22% because this is a big trailer, it's heavy, and this is definitely dually territory. So let's go ahead and check out the spreadsheet. Now I'm not sure if you guys noticed, despite this trailer still not having full propane tanks and batteries, you're still heavier than what you saw online, okay? With that being said, the only numbers you don't know how I got are the gross combined weight rating and the towing capacity. So I got that off of Ford's website for the F450. Also, in order to get the curb weight, you have to take the gross vehicle weight rating and subtract it from the payload. With that being said, we have to put in a number. So 22% of your unloaded weight is going to be 3,426 pounds for your hitch weight. So with that, that leaves you with 1,754 pounds of payload. Most people forget about this. Also, your curb weight is this, but once you add your passengers, let's just assume 450 pounds, and figure husband, wife, and a couple dogs, because this is basically a couple's trailer. depending on what kind of fifth wheel hitch you use, depending on your accessories, if you get a bed cover, if you get a toolbox for your truck, let's just assume 800 pounds for your cargo. So that leaves you with 504 pounds of payload. Now, obviously no one goes camping this way, so we have to max this out. So we're going to take 22% of this number, which is going to be 3,872 pounds. And there you have it. This truck will work. An F350 with the same trim level would be better because you would pick up a few hundred more pounds of payload. So even with a dually, this trailer is really heavy. In some cases, you might even have to go to a F450 cabin chassis, which gives you a 16.5 GVWR, because as I said earlier, if you plan on adding a bunch of solar and you want to get the generator, the third AC unit, because the washer and dryer is not up front, you don't have to worry about that weight. But the problem is these trailers can get heavy on the pan. I've seen some of these trailers get even in the 4,000 range. So you're gonna have at least 5,400 pounds when you start adding a bunch of that solar and even the generator and stuff like that too. But all in all, this is definitely a perfect truck. I mean, you have more than enough towing capacity. So this trailer's gross fuel weight rating, it pretty much is nothing compared to what the truck can actually tow. So that's one good thing. But the biggest thing that people always forget about is the hitch weight, and really just how much crap you can put inside your truck over the course of time too. So if you do plan on getting a big toolbox, or if you even want to add another 80 gallons of diesel, that will probably put you over with this type of setup here. So again, a cabin chassis truck might be the best way to go with these really big wide body fifth wheels, especially when you can add all these extra options to them.